Hello and welcome to the fourth instalment of my Disco Elysium playthrough. Thank you very much for coming back, for returning, for watching again. I think this is going to be quite a long journey that we're on together, so I appreciate everybody who sticks around. I don't think I'm going to chat much at the start of this because you know what the deal is. You know why I've started playing this. It's the first time I've played it. It's my first RPG, kinda, and I think I'm getting to grips with it. What I'm realising is that the things I do in game are not necessarily final, and there's a lot of stuff that I can go back and retry, especially on the white checks, I believe. I'm just getting to grips with the mechanics and how it all works, and I want to say thank you to everybody who's watched and everybody who has been on the YouTube, done a thumbs up, subscribed. I've got loads of new subscribers, which is really cool, commented, and especially for everybody who's given me little tips. There's been some who are just giving, well done, this is great, or good luck, or, I'm interested to see how this goes. And there's a few other people who've been giving me some little subtle tips, trying to be spoiler free, and I really appreciate that. I'm not saying I need loads of more advice in the comments on this video or anything like that, but I do appreciate that some people are kindly steering me in the right direction. For example, on my last playthrough, episode 3, which was uploaded just a couple of days ago, Barbarian Dude. I want to shout out Barbarian Dude because they have given me some very nice tips, including the fact, and I know somebody has touched upon this before and I kind of knew about it, but I can retry stuff. And what they are saying is it's quite a good idea to have 1 or 2 skill points saved up and unspent, because that means if I fail, I can instantly level up. I'm basically reading what it says here. Instantly level up on the relevant skill and try again. You can't respec or take skill points out, and I wasn't sure about that last time. Also, didn't know about this. Another method to retry white skill checks is booze or cigarettes, depending on the check. Drinking alcohol increases your physical skills. So getting drunk might allow me to try punching Measurehead again, and smoking cigarettes increases all your logical skills. So that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, I had a few other similar comments along those lines, just letting me know you can do stuff again. You can go back in. And I'm there thinking, I failed that, on to the next, but actually maybe we'd be a bit more tactical with it. So, bear me one sec. Let's get into it, shall we? Shall we just get straight into it? I think we're gonna. Let's turn the volume of the game back up. Should probably get my headphones on. But yeah, I've been thinking about the game and I've been thinking about stuff I want to try, and what I'm realising is I've got a lot to do. This is going to be a long journey that we're on. Every time I do a task, it seems to add another task or 2 tasks. So let's get back into the world. Let's enjoy it. And let's find out what is coming next. There you go. Red checks only tried once. Failed white checks. Blah, blah, blah. Which we kind of knew about. So it was literally 2 days ago and I've kind of forgotten where we were at. But we always seem to be starting the stream near these dead bodies. This dead body. We know that we've got to look out for different parts of the armour. There's a few different things. Let's click on this though. What's happening here? The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Okay. I'm quite tempted to go straight back, have a word with the scab outside the gates, and then maybe attempt Measurehead again, just to see how we get on. I don't know. Maybe we drink some alcohol before we do that to see if that works. I haven't drunk alcohol yet. Obviously I woke up very hungover. It's still only 1:30 in the afternoon on my first day. Let's go back into the Whirling in Rags and see what happens. Closed? Okay, let's go in the actual door. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffed up today. Allergies are kicking my ass. Alright. Let's just go straight to the bar. Kim stayed. Oh no, I thought Kim had stayed outside. Right, can I buy a drink?
Can I help you?
So about the money I owe, see something here at the Whirling a thing I need to talk about. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke or leave. How do I just buy a drink? Goodbye.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I have no idea.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Far away?
In time or space?
Both.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street? I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Let's try and find some more intel.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Another task.
A street or an apartment will appear.
I just wanted to come and have a drink, and I've got another task. Oh, okay. No, it isn't a task. It's something else in the thought cabinet. Let's rewind. Trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor tract, the 881 until you reach Le Domaine Eminon in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Wow. Now, I think... So this is a problem that I'm going to solve in my thought palace, in my thought cabinet. I don't actually have to do that. I can't really remember how this works, but don't worry about it. Sorry if you're watching and you're like, no, you got to do this. I don't want to think about that. I want to have a drink. How do I drink alcohol? Maybe I have to start a conversation. So about that money I owe.
Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Right. Is this my money down here? Because I really don't have much.
Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I've seen something here and I need to talk about it. Let's do that.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the union. Ah, that's open now. Those doors were closed earlier. Let's say that.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Okay.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Interesting.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
I do quite want to assert my authority. It's a shame you've got to suck up to the union to stay afloat.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the
5
offering
XP.
of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself.
Yes, got one over on the cafeteria manager. I'll take that.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth.
I came in here for
means talkative, and we need info.
I came in here for a drink and I've got 2 more tasks. Well, 1 task and a thought thing. This is all good though. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
Okay.
Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, something else I want to talk about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Ah, okay. So don't say this yet. Let's just go. Let's go through into this room now. Okay, it's the kitchen, but we've got somebody else to talk to. What do we learn about these plates? Smell of chemicals and pine trees. Let's talk to the chef.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug.
It's the cook.
This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
That's his name. Also, these doors aren't the doors that were shut earlier, were they? This is just the kitchen and not the other hall.
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative.
Failed there. On a logic. I've got decent logic. Oh no, I haven't, have I? I've been trying to build that up. I have some questions. I'm here on official police business. Got time for a few questions. First name.
The man puts his cup
Disarming.
down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Oh, let's keep going. You've got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each
Okay.
of his pots.
Doesn't speak English. Aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato. Where's the alcohol? I need some alcohol. Let me drink it.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
What's a dimple lock?
You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Try to push the door.
The door does not budge.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
I wonder where this door leads.
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Part of the whirling in rags, there's something about this place that makes me want to know. Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. Yeah, let's say this one.
Eccentric. But okay, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
Have I just given myself another task?
He's not bothered by your eccentricity. He seems genuinely intrigued himself.
No, the door is a mega investigation. The door and main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. I like that.
If you say so. Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay, should we just fucking get that signed off straight away and ask him about the side door? We're not going to achieve anything we set out to achieve, but we're only 12 minutes in. We've got a good hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes more of gameplay.
Can I help you?
I saw another thing. By the way, okay, shall I say that then? It's sort of, I feel like it advised me to leave the thing until later. But I'm going to go for it.
Another thing. Great. I
Here we go.
love those.
Here we go. The door.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there.
Gonna have to find a
I
key.
don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably.
How does he not know? Suspicious.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely
Not convincing.
Not convincing.
Let him get to pretend he's indifferent. I think we'll do that. Some mind games now. I mean, it's mind games enough that I'm here with a tie and no shirt or jacket on.
He looks at the dust on his finger and wipes it off.
Although now I feel like I should have pushed harder because now we can't do anything. Something else I want to ask?
Yes.
I'm going to sing karaoke.
Absolutely out of the question.
Fuck.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
I'm up for that. We're going to sing this place to shit. Okay, right. Do we just go back over? Can I drink anything? In fact, let's press tab and then we can see what we can interact with. We've learnt this. Did we ever interact with the woman in the wheelchair? I think we did. Let's go. Let's have a quick look at this because we've got our other tasks. Find out who is in the union box. So we need to come back another time, right? Explore the secret passages. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's interact with this. Is that reading a sign? Pigs go home. Let's have a look at this. Door up here, look. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Let's go and look at this. Or is that just an exit? Okay, let's not look at that. Which way did we go? Here we are. We're back here. Okay, I'm going to talk to the scab again and see what options I get.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Okay.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion up against Jean-Luc up there.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Okay. What exactly is your goal?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And are you unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel.
Right. That sounds a bit tricky.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Okay. Well, we know head measurer because we actually spoke to him, whatever his measure head. Have you considered storming in like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Okay, let's do what is a strike.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do they want?
They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
Alright, calm down.
The man moves around. You perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
How come you're built like a brick shithouse but the other scabs are so scrawny?
I work hard, and I would work even harder if the fuckers would let us work!
Okay, I'm just going to leave. Right, let's go up to Measurehead and let's see what happens with a second interaction. What's this? Okay. Here we go.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Yeah, you see, this is where if I had a spare skill point, I could put it into physical. Or if I'd had the alcohol. I don't think it's a good idea to retry right now. But then at the same time, I've still got 28% chance. Can I keep retrying it? Yeah. So why wouldn't I? Is there going to be any harm? Am I going to get killed? The impulsive side of me says let's do it, so let's do it. 28%, come on. Fucked it.
It has happened again. As your fist locked in his hand.
Oops.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
I don't remember.
Your fist cracks in
Shit, this is bad because I could die.
shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say,
I'm going to go along with this.
violent drunk.
I'm a violent drunk.
Good.
Shit, my morale.
So, before you enter combat,
That was bad. Leave. Morale critical. Heal yourself. So, also, I think somebody commented about this on YouTube. I can now heal myself, but
Please, stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
that's gone down to 0 now. So I have 1 charge, and I've got 1 charge for health. Shall I use my charge for health? I've got half health. Or what? Ah, sorry. So 0 is how many charges you have. So I've got 1 charge for health. So, and then the bar. So I'm not worried about health because I've still got 2, but I'm bad on morale. So does that, for morale, basically I need a win. I need to roll and have some success. Let's leave Measurehead well alone for a bit. Let's actually have a quick look at some other tasks. So the pissing competition, ask him about this after the initial inspection. I think we've had the initial inspection, right? Shall I ask him right now about the pissing competition?
Yes?
I think you should know. I can't remember everything. Tell me about the case again. Will we get there from that, or is this just going to be old stuff?
What do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition. Here we go.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Okay.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it. What's special about Martinez? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else. So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I'm an unrepentant spoil sport.
Okay, Kim. Okay, Kim. What's special?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
Okay. I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. You raised an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move, so I can say, there can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? I feel like that's the kind of thing my character would say. Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. Actually, I think that might be. I probably have unbelievable kill count. I'm going to say the supernatural.
He opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes.
Oh.
Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo or Jambo?
Wait, which one is the one where you hear your Thai talk to you? Mambo, I have a vivid interior. I see and feel things. Jambo, I get these strange shivers from being hung over just before a chill whisk down my back. I think I might have both Mambo and Jambo. Imagine strange things and get cold chills too, let's say that.
I didn't know that was even possible. It must be a great burden.
It's both a burden and a gift.
It's good to have an ambidextrous paradetective.
Thank you.
In a labor dispute. I can see why they sent you. Should we go?
Okay. Enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter.
Did it?
Forget I ever mentioned it.
But because there wasn't a big role there, I didn't have a chance to improve my morale. I'm guessing that's the only way. I feel like I'd Google now how to improve morale in Disco Elysium, but I don't think we do that. One sec. Okay. Continue.
Actually glad it's addressed now.
Oh, here we go. So what? Logic. Oh, look at that. Right, I definitely can't do this. 17% is way too low. Bear with me. I'm just going to reply to a quick message that I've received. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I think I'm going to say that. We're not doing that.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I really don't remember anything. There was just drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with my personal affairs? So what should I concentrate on? I'm completely lacking in basic information about this organisation we're in. Can you help me? I'm afraid this is a medical situation, or fine. Let's say that, completely lacking.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
That's 7 hours away. We're only halfway through a day. But, okay, I'll have a chat with him then. Let's move on.
Really? You look fine to me.
Talking serious, unbelievable damage.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
You should consider seeking medical attention.
Oh.
You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Still not going to do that. I need to gain some more skill points. Where am I in my... I've got 30 experience, right? I just need to be having chats with everyone. I've got so many tasks to do for Monday. Right, let's go and speak to Cuno, because that's my favourite thing to do in the game. Leave. Or shall we? Let's look at this door while we're here. Locked by electronic means. Oh, why is it zoomed in? Is that... In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Oh, okay. Well, isn't a strike happening right now? What guard are we talking about? Come on, Kim. Ah, it's either guard and it's the button. Yeah, okay. Have a look at this sign. Freet. Okay, I've needed to go there. Right, let's have a quick look. Access the harbour. Can't do that yet. Can't do that. There's one of these that says do something at Freet, or I think maybe I had the option of doing something at Freet or somewhere else, and I did it somewhere else. Yeah, okay, forget that then. Let's go back. Let's see Cuno. Everyone wants to see Cuno, let's be honest here. Kim lagging behind. I'm an athlete. I like those bits when we get the horns. Cuno, you shit. You lied to me. Zoom right in.
Look, see? It's the fucking war pig! Try not to knock yourself out.
Fuck. I've come to ask questions. I still have a case to solve.
You belittled yourself before the Cuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Look, you're on my crime scene. I can't have uncooperative civilians here. Look, play along. I want to make this right with Cuno. Make amends. Yeah, I don't have time for this. I'm tempted to go down that route, because if I say this, they're just going to be like, oh, fuck off. I can't do the accent. I kind of went Australian then. I apologise. I cannot do Scouse. It is Scouse, isn't it? Let's move on.
Fucking what pig?
Amends, Cuno. I was wrong to try and hit you. It may not look like it now, but you may have vital information. You're a cool dude. Let's just... I'm going to say that bit. I don't want to go too hard into the sorry.
Oh, so that's what this is about. You need a snitch bitch. You need Cuno to be your sweaty little snitch bitch.
Well, yeah.
You lost your shit in the booth. Tried to beat a confession out of Cuno. And pissed yourself.
I wish I hadn't tried to hit Cuno.
That's right, Cuno. You're right.
You better come up with a way to make Cuno forget you tried to fucking hit him, piggo.
God. You tried to punch Cuno and failed. Now you need to make a truce with him to gain access to his knowledge. Offer him something he might like. Smokes or a book. Right. A man from Jelmdal. Right. So I can go to that bookshop and get a book. I don't know where to get smokes, but maybe in Freet. Was Freet the corner shop? Maybe I could have bought smokes and alcohol there. I might say that.
Please don't waste time on nonsense.
The lieutenant does not approve of this.
Okay.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You're doing the right thing here, trying to get Cuno to like you again. You can pay tribute to Cuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Cuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
Right.
What are you doing?
I need to make a truce with Cuno, offer him something. Right, no, let's leave. We know what we're doing. Right, I'm going to try and get that book straight away. Do you think we can get that book from the bookshop? The one that's just mentioned? Come on. Shall I see if any of these give me that option? Is this just going to describe books? This book is about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Okay, let's go in. I've forgotten the name of that book, but I know one of the words was a H and then a J. Just speak to the woman.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Great voice.
My name is Plaisance.
Cool.
Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
I'm just wearing a tie and no shirt or jacket. How's that energy, Plaisance?
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Ooh, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? A curious pendant you're wearing. So are you the owner? I mean, I do need money. I think I'm going to fucking go for it.
Sir, don't be ridiculous.
Stupid.
I certainly will not give you money.
Stupid choice.
I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour.
Oh no, we've got a psychic.
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
Fair.
What is this insolence? She misunderstood.
You misunderstand me. I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about traditions. I'm going to say that, but I don't think it's going to work.
Now, hey there. Sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space.
Fair. Okay. All right.
Tribute? Power? These are not the traditions we're used to in this part of the world.
All right. Let's ask more about this pendant.
Oh, yes. Helps to have an anchor in these times.
So you the owner?
I am. The proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers.
What if I want to buy a book? Because I do want to buy a book.
Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn.
Okay.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Should we ask any more of this, or should we just focus on the book? I don't think we need to get wrapped up in this. I never really know if I do or not, to be honest. Got an autosave. Let's find this book. The Hajj. Is it going to give me an opportunity to actually buy a book? I get a feeling it isn't. These are shelves. They've talked about shelves. I mean, that's also shelves. Kim is so patient with me. I feel like these prompts are not actually... It's just little info on what I'm seeing rather than things I can actually interact with. I can't buy a book, can I? I'm going to have to find some cigarettes for Cuno instead. I can't believe I'm running around trying to please Cuno. I hate Cuno. What else can I interact with? Look, do you think they meant those shelves? That's why she said those shelves there. Fuck's sake.
A small mountain of colourful board game boxes.
Oh.
There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Storekeep, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those
Not really.
interested in geography. Graubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a
No
while.
thanks.
We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
No.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Oh, yeah, it's a good point. But I just want to find a book for Cuno. But we'll go down this. Wow, I have children? A family? Damaged morale? Am I dying? I didn't think that would happen. Is this my first death? How many deaths do you get?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now.
No, we're not quitting. Seriously running out of shits to give. Let corpses hang on trees. I'm quitting. I've wasted my life protecting humans. They don't deserve it. I'm done. No one even likes cops. I wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh dear. I'm going to say number 2.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district. But poverty does not make one a loser. Poverty is just poverty.
Okay.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now.
Oh no. Well, at what point am I going to come back?
Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police
I don't have to start all over again, do I?
the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting,
Does sound
"I
like
never
me.
loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Mac Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
I spilled water on myself during that. Oh no. No! Still, we had an autosave, right? In the bookstore. Perfect. At 11:12, 4 minutes ago. Bit upset that I have died though. But this seems okay. But look at my morale. I don't know if the bookshelf stuff's gonna help me. I didn't expect to be looking at board games. Well, let's do it again. Let's learn.
A small mountain of colourful
We'll look through.
an endless variety of source books, law books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition.
Okay.
There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak, Boreal Creature Compendium, and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled Tales of Wirral, Cavern of Velkrag.
Maybe I'm not into all this binoclard stuff. Anything that really catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes, a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker on it displays 25 real.
Okay, so maybe I can buy that at some point for some reason. Does this my finance here? I've got is that like £1.20, $1.20? Because I'm no way off being able to afford a board game, let alone anything else.
Nonsense for anemic binoclards.
Right, so this is locked. I want to buy the Whirl game. Maybe because I don't... Oh, locked because I don't have the money. Okay, fair. What board games? I'm going to try this again.
Wonderful board
We're going to
games,
skip
right?
through a little
Who
bit.
are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
I'm now going to say, do I have friends? And we'll see. Am I going to get the same reaction?
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Look at me. Who'd want to have children with me? I don't feel as if I have any kids. Yes, kids, friends, chicks. I have all those. Confident. Should we say that?
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then
I don't have any money.
colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I think we leave. I think we're on a... We're doing stuff we don't need to be doing. I think at some point I'm going to need to buy a board game, maybe, for some reason. It's a bit annoying I can't get the book that I thought I needed to get for Cuno in there. Let's go back to the freak place and see if we can get cigarettes. But I don't have much money. How do I make money? Look, alcohol. This is better. Let's speak.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Before we go on, what is this?
I don't know. Frit?
Okay. What is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Very cool hat, by the way.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags? Can you tell me about the dead body? Let's not talk about dead bodies just yet. Let's ask this.
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe.
Come on.
I don't really care what Frit does.
I'm going to say it's important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
By the way, I don't think I've touched upon this, but how great is the art in here, in this? These sort of like painted environments and the portraits of each character I really, really like. Especially here. I love the way the bottles and the cigarettes have been painted and the posters. Very cool.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here.
Dun dun dun! We knew that. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man? That's going to be a no. How long has it been there? What do you think happened? How long? So we think it's been there 3 days, right? Was it 3 or 4?
I don't know, really long.
Okay, did you know the man?
Not really.
Does that mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
What do you think happened?
I don't...
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
What about if I wanted to buy some cigarettes, though? Oh, here we go.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I'm not going to say... I think I'm going to take it all in on this occasion.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but...
$2.90.
I guess you already know that.
$2.90 for cigarettes. We get better intellect and worse health. And look at this. The alcohol does increase the physique and but take down the morale, so that's bad. Same with that. Same with that. The smokes. Oof. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have enough money, so I can't... Okay. We've got loads of different tasks that I can't necessarily get around to. I kind of want to know how to increase morale, and I'm wondering if it's just through doing roles and being successful. And I also want to know how to get money. Let's have a look at my other tasks. So I can't do the Cuno thing yet. Call your station's Lazarus. Kim suggested you call the station Lazarus in order to sort out your health issues. You can use this motor carriage to make the call, although you don't feel hopeful. Well, let's do that, because we're not far away from that. Okay, bye. Let's call the Lazarus.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I don't want to do any of these things, do I? Run your fingers over the steering levers?
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
Oh, I need to pick up the radio, sorry. Sorry.
How may I assist you?
Connect me to the Lazarus. I said Lazarus, didn't I? Before.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Okay. Sorry. Classic.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
Oh.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
Yeah, it's Firewalker here. I think I've had a heart attack. I've lost my memory, all of it. Is there anything you can do for me? Let's just tell the truth.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice, only careless superiority.
You're not surprised? Okay, anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
Is there anything you can do for me?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yeah, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home.
Oh.
We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
Can't believe this.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons.
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mectosin.
Amazing.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Ah, Mac, you idiot. I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Sort of. But by God, does it burn in your chest?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also,
Horrible.
Death is a natural part of life.
Shall I say the Firewalker here bit?
Firewalker? Oh, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait.
All right, Nix.
Do exactly that. Put yourselves out of your misery. Take a deep diaphragmatic
Lazarus.
breath in and...
A glorious sight. Your body, tired from the vastness of the visions that haunt it, burning up in a flame fed by your own living breath.
I feel like you're making fun of me. So you see it too, that my body is to become the last torch in the darkness. Let's say that.
I see third-degree burns and a referral to a plastic surgeon whom you won't be able to afford. But that's in the future.
This hasn't gone well.
Do you have any current, pressing medical problems?
Things are rarely going well for me.
30
XP for that.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Should we speak to Sylvie again? I can't really remember why we need to do that. I think there was something about Sylvie actually, was there? Keep searching for the cooler despite lacking. Okay, this may take some time, so that... Oh, no, I don't think we need to speak to Sylvie again now. I'm done.
57's over and out.
In the cabin,
Okay, bye.
you see a set
Should we do the
of
fuel
steering
preheater
wheels.
gauge?
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm.
Okay.
There's no
Okay.
use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Okay.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now.
That's fine.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
Fine. Okay. Should we speak to some other people? Because one of the tasks is information on the gun. We also need to do this, searching for the cooler. Let's just speak to some other random people, maybe. I don't know what to do right now, to be honest.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Tune, Tommy. I'm going to keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on here?
Jam, my man.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight.
Ah.
No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating. An all-around clusterfuck.
Oh, I thought you were talking about jamming, like you were singing and you were jamming, making a new song, but you're actually talking about a traffic jam. That's interesting, Tommy.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
So how long?
Days.
Okay, so how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout? Could you say again? I don't quite understand what you just said. Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Care to spare some change? I don't think asking for money from everyone's working well, although the first person I asked did give me money. Tell me more about the strike. Know anything about the dead man? What are you hauling anyway? Let's ask about the dead man.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Okay. Tell me more about the strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Okay.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
All right. You definitely want to speak to them.
Ah, yes. From the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camioners. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
What are you hauling? Well, actually, he did just talk about the fact that he's just making money. He's just earning his keep. So this would be a more natural time to ask him about some spare change.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Oh.
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work, then pay. I don't know who these bosses think they are, but it sounds like a good arrangement. So you're broke, got it. What else did I have to ask here? Makes sense. First work, then pay.
Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
Okay, fine.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right.
Good point. What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Okay.
Time to arrest him.
He must be joking though, surely. What are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another
Very clever.
found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing.
Okay.
They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
That's your nothing illegal. That's your machine behind you. Could I get one of those found tracksuits? Nothing illegal.
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long.
Do I want a tracksuit?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Okay.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Here we go. 42% chance. What do you see in his eyes? 42%. I'm due some good luck. I need this for my morale. Come on.
Ease into it.
Fuck.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Okay. Man, you look sad. What's going on with you?
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn. It's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
I'm good for now.
Don't be a stranger.
Bye, Tommy. Fuck. There's so much to do. Maybe we make this a slightly longer video. What do we reckon? How are we doing? 57 minutes. Let's look at our tasks again. Return to Cuno and confront him about the armour. Well, I can't really because I've got to make a truce with the Cuno first, have I? I'm guessing I probably do. Access the harbour. Can't do that yet. Pay for damages. Track down your badge. Maybe we'll just find it. Ask around about tattoos' possible meaning. Stuff like that doesn't seem to come up as an opportunity. Keep searching for the cooler. Might take some time. I'm looking for a tape for the karaoke. I'm trying to look out for armour. Get the boots off the victim's feet. I can't really do this until Kim's not around. Find information about the gun. So talking to people is helping. Find out who's in the union box. So I've got to do that at a good time, right? I think in the evening. But they're not there today anyway. Find a way into the secret passage. Should we do that? So the secret passage would be around here, right? Or around the back. Let's look what we can interact with. What's in here? Ooh, it's a bin. Do you reckon my gun and my badge is going to be in here? Magnesium. 1 for morale. I'm taking it. Yes. Let's have a look at this. Glossy magazine. Can't read it. Most able-bodied men. Amazing. With a top 10 list. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. Okay. Can't select that bin. Oh look, Kim wants to say something, does he? What's this on my head? Don't know what was happening there really. Anything else I can interact with here? Lorries probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. Anything else I can ask Kim?
Yes?
No point in trying that. Nothing. Okay. Have we even spoken to this guy?
Welcome to Rivachol.
Why are you addressing my partner like that? Hey, I know, Revshol. That's where we are. Yeah.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Yes, Kim.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo? What's going on here?
Come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
He's racist. You're labelled as racist.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder. I think we all learned something. Smile. Now that's settled, we have a... Let's back up Kim. Let's try and build a bond.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
How long has this been going on then? What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick? How long has this been going on?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
The runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Damn. What's the argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law.
Fuck this guy.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy. Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Second thought, let's talk about something else. Let's say that.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Right, I've already made my mind up. Want to hear it?
Oh?
I think I can get down with racism. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Okay, sure, whatever. This is the conflict that you have in your mind when you're like, well, this is what I'd say, as opposed to what would my character say and what is best for the game. If I say I can get down with racism, then I'm maybe going to get in with the lorry driver, which could be good. But it's going to be bad for my relationship with Kim. But hopefully Kim will get what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to say that.
Good. If we, the evening people, pull together, we can form a bulwark against these troubled times. Root out the forces that seek to undermine the well-being of our people.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unchanged, but you sense he can't be happy about
That's fine.
this turn of events.
It's fine, Kim.
Oh no, not too happy.
See you around. Okay, I mean, I don't think we learned loads. Although, look, somebody wants to talk to me.
When you said before that you were down with racism, was it meant in earnest?
Here we go. I mean, he can hear us.
Trying to win his confidence.
Can hear us here, Kim, but still.
Well, now you've done it. Let's see if you can talk your way out of this one.
Relax, I was practicing the time-honoured technique known as the lie. I was just trying to convey that I understood his grievances and wasn't judging him of having them. Yeah, we'll say that, the lie bit.
I suppose that's a relief. Just be careful how often you avail yourself of this technique. A lie may be useful in the short term, but I have a way of catching up with you later.
Okay.
And one more thing. As you've seen, these sorts of attitudes are quite common in Martinez, so I expect this to happen again and again.
Yeah, I think what we're learning here is not to have any conflict with the racists. We just deal with them, we learn what we learn, and we move on. We're not going to change anyone's minds. We don't need to punch somebody in the face just for a short-term gain in how I feel about myself. We've got to focus on solving this case. That's all I care about. Just good police work or something.
I've had this conversation enough times in my life. From now on, I'm going to stay out of it. How you choose to respond is your business. But be careful. Now let's move on.
Little double space here. Little annoying double space. Focusing on the details that matter. Got an auto save. That's good. It's 3 in the afternoon. Right. I partly want to go back to Cuno. I might speak to this person again. Just to see what else we can learn here.
Hello again, officer. How are...
Okay, there's nothing to learn from the gardener. Right, let's go back in. Maybe we speak to Cuno, but also we're looking for this passage. I actually want to go around here first and see if there's anything else to look in or at. I do have my crowbar, that's key. But anyway, let's look at this stuff. Oh, no, can't get to this stuff yet. Anything else to interact with? Can I interact with that bucket? No. Let's try this again.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Okay. Can't do this yet. That's okay, let's leave. Shall we try Cuno, or is the only way I get to speak to Cuno? Fucking hell. There's loads to do that I can't do yet. But I don't really understand how to quickly get skill points and stuff. Let's look in here, because we haven't looked in here.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Can I break it open?
There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Keep the hunch to yourself. But then I've got a few things that I'm trying to do behind my back. Can I not just break in? I think we ask.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Should definitely open it.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or...
Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Why don't I just use the thing? Right, well, I'm not doing that. Look at that. Tool not equipped. Why don't I... So leave and equip the tool, right? In my right hand. We're going to make the assumption that he's right-handed. I'm sorry to all the lefties out there. Now we try.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Let's do it. 17% though, stupid.
Isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help break its resistance.
Hang from the pry bar with all your weight.
Power words. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind.
What kind of metal is this? This is fucking shit.
The quality of metal is not the problem.
Oh, okay.
From what I see, it's sturdy enough.
Okay, Kim.
He's enjoying your little failure.
Kick it.
Unsatisfying.
I should have fucking known.
Hear a ringing sound, but not quite hollow.
As soon as I kicked it, I thought
it seems to be full.
It was going to hurt my foot. Right, I really want to get in there.
Content. Happy you fell.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Fine. Let's ask the manager for the key. Key, please. Who's this guy? Was that guy there earlier? Key, please.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Right, let's just have an easy win here. Let's just get the key. If it's now look around for the key, but you can't do this for another 2 days or something, then there might be a bit of frustration setting in. I'd like the easy win to keep morale high.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Fucking yes, easy win. Morale heightened. Bye. Do I need to have the keys? Okay, we got keys. I thought I might have to equip them. Here we go. Let's go again. I'm excited. What's going to be in here?
This trash
Loads of money
is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open.
Here we go.
It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Here we go.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
As if I'm going to not do it. But the game relies on me doing it. I'm doing it.
The smell of rotten food
10
rises
XP.
to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Oh, is that it?
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
That's good news. Look under the boxes.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper.
Egg rest?
Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar.
Oh no.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh no.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
So they've removed the trousers and put the boots back on? Or put the boots on?
Drop them in here, officer.
Bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but...
He looks into the container.
The belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Why would I say no? Because I'm trying to hide stuff from Kim. I feel like I need Kim quite a lot at this early stage. Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-coloured.
More clothes.
From the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
Okay.
Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
Run out towel and mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Cuno? Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them in here. Not yet. You think someone from the Whirling might have been involved, maybe? Okay. I think I'm just... we'll say that, actually.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Let's search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
Oh, was out. There's nothing more here. What? Surely what?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels.
Oh.
It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
This is exciting because it feels like we're actually making some progress.
Something larger. A clipboard.
Ooh.
A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes. Written in a man's handwriting.
Okay.
Officer.
How do you know it's man's handwriting?
Your paperwork?
Oh. I don't know what this is.
It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it.
Found the paperwork.
Got an autopsy form in there.
Well, that's good. Why is it in there? Is this, if it's just waste from the whirling gig, then somebody else could have chucked it away from my room, or I could have put it in my bin.
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paper?
I was just thinking about this.
Trash.
Must have been crap in my style. It has foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. That's why I tried to flush my cop life down the toilet. I'm going to go for that.
Well,
he doesn't know what to say.
His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up.
Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case.
More tasks.
Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
No, I think we still got stuff to look
Some
through.
items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
I will. I'll do that after this. Thanks so much, tutorial agent.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
Mm-hmm.
Close the lid. Interesting.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Continue.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open the lid again is lit.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Okay.
You see soggy cartons, dirty
I
rags,
didn't need to do
and
this.
organic waste.
It's not going to be... Okay, close.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay, that was really useful though. I got loads of stuff out of that. So, where's that mug? Interact. So the ledger we'll look at. Let's look at this. Interact with the mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here?
Quite a lot to read into, actually. Look at all that content.
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful by denouncing I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? Oh, I suppose I can use it as an example, but I'm not going to denounce and I'm not going to push in the face and I'm not just going to say it's funny.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work. Just finish your case, detective.
Fair, good point. Okay, let's interact with the damaged ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you.
Okay.
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the toilet paper, inspect the clip, browse the white papers, browse the yellow papers, look at the clipboard, smell the ledger. Let's browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Okay, what's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you.
Okay.
It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
2 cases a week, a good caseload, Lieutenant? There's a mention of a naming convention here. Count the pages. I have to open an official cases there room. I'm done inspecting. Let's get Kim involved.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Was I an amazing cop? 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I burned out, all right.
That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Hey, oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Okay, so I deal with a lot of murder.
You like this grimy murdering.
Seems that way. Seems that way.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean non-numeric, with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes,
yeah,
well,
titular.
So do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have been named the Square Bullet Hole Murders. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. I think we mention it. I don't... It's different precincts. I don't know if I should be sharing, but I think this is fine for now. I like him.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Okay.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was
Ouch.
a workplace accident.
Oh. Count the pages. I have to open official cases, their room.
There is, for precisely one more.
Perfect.
15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks.
Here we go. We're committing the case to paper. That's important, it feels.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple.
Yes.
A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity.
Perfect. Continue.
Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones you've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality.
Got this.
This
Love
is
this.
an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Here we fucking go, Lieutenant. Have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Setting Sun. Shit on a stick. Actually, I don't have one. I kind of want to see what Kim wants to call it.
Oh, well, then maybe I can suggest one.
Go ahead.
The Hanged Man.
Perfect. Perfect, Kim.
He really likes that name.
Solid.
Thank you. I think so too. Good and normal. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
New skill point. Right, we're going to keep that skill point banked. We're not putting on anything yet. We're going to wait until we're in a position where we need that skill point to boost us. Will it be fighting or trying to get past the guy at the gates? I don't think so. Maybe. I do really want to get more money so that I can buy cigarettes and alcohol. I don't know how to make money, really. So far, it's just been asking people. Anyway, done inspecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Can I read the case files now? %. It's a white one, so I can retry it. Now, in theory, I could boost my chances now by using that. I think I might test this, but I don't know why I need to read the case files now. I don't know how that... Do you know what? I think we're going to use this as a little test. I don't think this may be the best thing to do necessarily. Maybe I need to use that point elsewhere. But we're going to boost logic. Oh, skill cap reached. Ah, look, you can see how much you can boost it up by. Okay. Let's go back. Let's try it. 42%.
Yes.
Fucking yes.
Them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41. Then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700. The
Wait.
Next World Mural.
HDB 41, weren't those officer precinct?
Why, yes. Your precinct number is 41.
And HDB?
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files. It's
wow.
safe to say HDB are your initials.
Do you remember when I thought I was Dick Mullen? And people on YouTube had to help me out. So I'm going to write down precinct 41 and I'm going to write down HDB. Boris Debbie Beringer, Haramdajan Binzakin. Those aren't my initials. I'm not feeling them. Wow. I don't know what to say to that. Let's just randomly guess.
That is improbable.
Oh. How long does it take to read a case?
It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start?
So is this something that's going to happen in here, in my thought cabinet? I'm still trying to find this about where I actually live, about my home. Murder at the hookah parlour. Square bullet hole murder sounds good.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is The entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
Sequence killer?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
Now look at the time. So it's 4 o'clock now. This is quite a good way to get through some of the time reading about my previous cases. Because there are some things I can't do till tomorrow. Let's learn about the unsolvable case and see. So it's 4 o'clock.
A.K.A. Leslie and Burke. A.K.A. The public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years.
10 years.
On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable.
Wow.
You were so drunk, you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high.
Maybe both.
Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Okay.
The only way for Leslie to stop displaying his genitals and for Burke to stop attacking things would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability.
Can we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is.
Right.
Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Leslie was public indecency, right? Yeah. Public indecency?
Good. You're learning.
Thank
If
you.
the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Wow.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke.
Oof.
Kill them. They broke it. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
Wow.
Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing.
Wow.
The end. Do you want to read another one?
I solved the case. I don't, because I started reading that one at 4 o'clock and it's now 10 to 5. This is a good way to kill time if I need to kill time. But I've got that in my inventory so I can go back and look at these cases. It's nice to know, well, start getting some background, some backstory, learn about some stuff I've done. And I guess we'll leave it there. I can revisit this.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still.
Put the ledger away. Nice. So I've also got the photo. See, do you think I should be... No, okay. I wondered if I should be showing that to people, because that is one of my things. Anyway, let's have a quick look at here. Who put the clothes in the trash? Ask Cuno if he knows anything about the victim's clothes. Ask Gar if he knows how the victim... Okay, so we can definitely do that next time. For now, no. Let's go and stand over here, because that's what we're doing, is the pan. An hour and 35 in? Shit, learning about those cases is really... really added to the time. This is the longest video yet. So, save. I know it just did a save, but let's do a new save anyway. And main menu. Quit. Yep. Is that going to quit? Is that going to go? There we go. There we go then. Let's keep this wrap up slow. Slow? Fast. Because... it's been a longer video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it's not too long, too short. Feel free to leave me feedback in the comments about the length of the videos. I know some of you would probably like me to go for 3 hours, but I think it's quite good to keep them a bit more easy to digest. I'll probably do the next one next week. I don't want to do too many in 1 week, and I've got work to do and other streaming bits and bobs. So, yeah, thank you very much once again. That was good. I was getting to the stage where I was getting given all these tasks and I didn't feel like I was making progress. My morale was suffering, and I was struggling in game with my health and all that stuff. And actually, I think getting into that big bin, that feels like a massive breakthrough. So I'm excited. I'm up for it. I want to learn how to make money. There's a few other things I want to learn how to do, but I'm really excited to play again. And it might have to be like 4 or 5 days until I do it. Anyway, thanks very much. Enjoy the video. Feel free to come and say hello, twitch.tv/ad_ad_ad. We had somebody come in, Cow, somebody from YouTube with Cow in their username. Thank you for coming to watch the stream. I most recently completed Octodad, Dadliest Catch, on the 10th anniversary of Octodad coming out. That was a lot of fun, but I play a variety of different games. And if you look on my playlist on YouTube, you can check out a load of old VODs. Always start the stream with a load of chat and other mini games and things like that, but there's always a link in the YouTube video to cut straight to the gameplay. Anyway, thank you. I'm really enjoying this. Can't wait for the next one. I'll see you then.